Welcome to Broke Speed. Today we'll be carrying on with the RX8.
So in the last episode, we did get the car running, but just after we turned the camera off and started packing away, Luke was like, bonnet, smoke, and it was just billowing out. So slight panic, but we got the bonnet up and it was actually steam. It started overheating a little bit, and so it blew the radiator cap and was just spewing coolant everywhere.
Yeah. We haven't actually tried starting it again either, have we?
No, we wanted to be safe. We don't know, hopefully we've not knackered it. We didn't hear the fans running, and I feel like you'd expect them to be on full if it was hot, even when you turn the car off. So that's our running theory at the moment. We're going to look at that later, work out what that is. What else have we got to do today?
So today we're going to look at the brakes as well. When we got out on the trailer, we had to take the rear pads off. So it has been set up quite a while, so we're going to see if the calipers are seized. And while it's in the air, we're going to have a look at some rust as well, see if there's any there, just because they're known for it. So hopefully not. I feel that we've got a lot of...
I mean, that could be a game changer.
Yeah.
We don't want 2 cars on rotisseries.
No. We just want to get this one sorted quick.
And get out on track. That's the... So I took the discs off a couple of days ago, ready to derust them and look at this stuff. So we'll cut to me doing that now. Okay, so I'm going to do some preliminary work. The discs are pretty heavily corroded, but when it was parked up, they were fine. So it's just surface rust, but we don't know how bad the pitting and that is just yet. We're going to have a go at saving these. So we've got a citric acid bath. We're going to leave these in there for a couple of days, and if they come out good, brilliant, we'll use them just to get the car rolling around. I'll get the car in the air and we'll go out. So the wheel off, we've got to try and get the caliper off so we can get the brake disc out the way. These bolts have not been touched in a long time. The calipers may never have been off. The slider bolts may or may not have been out. The caliper bolts almost certainly haven't. There's nothing in the history to suggest there's a problem. Yeah, make sure you're fully home. And the extra leverage should. Not too bad. Okay, caliper bolts are out. If the caliper is stuck on, you can pry it off. Don't be tempted to try and lubricate anything around this point. You don't want to get any contaminants on your braking faces, the disc face or the pad face. Something like a pry bar is ideal. Again, just be careful, you don't want to gouge the disc or the pad. When the caliper is off, don't just let it hang by its brake hose. Use something like a cable tie and attach it to your suspension or something on the chassis, just something to stop this taking the strain. Okay, disc. So sometimes they have these retaining screws. And to be fair, these look in pretty good nick, so fingers crossed they're just going to come off. Obviously this would be a lot easier if you could apply the brakes, but I've already removed the rear calipers because I forgot these are on it. And even before that, we had to remove the rear pads to get on the trailer because they were rusted on. So getting enough torque to undo the screw without turning the disc is probably going to be fun. Or it might be easy. 1 out of 2, mind. Right, okay. There's a reasonable chance that the disc is rusted to the hub. These discs are quite nice and they've got a little threaded hole on. So what you can do is you can thread a bolt in and then it'll push it off the hub. But first, I'm going to try the hammer approach. If you're going to hammer it, try and use something soft like a rawhide or a plastic hammer. Because again, you don't want to mark the face of the disc, unless you're changing it, in which case, who cares? But if you're not, use something soft and keep rotating the disc so you're not just mashing the same bit, because you might jam it. I mean, if you're like Thor or something, maybe you'll bend it, I don't know. Oh, look at that, easy. I apologise, car, I maligned you. Cool, right, I'll get the other front off and then we will get them soaking. So we've got our discs off. We're going to give them a quick scrub up just with a scotch pad to see how much we can shift and to clean them up a bit before they go into the acid, because we want to reuse the acid so we don't want to get it all grubby if we don't need to. So this is our acid bath. I'm not going to go into too much detail now because we've got a lot of rust removal to do on the S13 and we're going to cover different methods then. But basically it's just citric acid with a squirt of washing up liquid to help degrease anything that's left on. Works a lot better when it's warm and the weather here has been pretty changeable. So I've nicked this aquarium heater, which should get up to, I'm aiming for sort of 30 degrees. It's taken the chill off it, it's only been running a couple of hours. I don't really want to leave it overnight on, so it's going to get cold again, but we'll see what happens. Now looking at this, I'm not actually sure you're going to fit. Do you know, we've only just changed to this bucket because the other one was too big and nothing actually needed that bigger bucket, and yet here we are. Okay, alright. They're just about going. So we're going to leave these overnight. Given the temperature, I might even leave them a couple of days and just see how we're doing. And then we'll check back, hopefully with Luke next time. So cut to that now.
Right, so these have been soaking for 2 days in our Breaking Bad bucket. It's just full of acid, really.
It's friendly acid.
It's friendly acid.
Use it to make like bath bombs and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a big bath bomb for our brake discs.
Yeah.
So we're going to take them out and see what they look like. Jeez, look at that. It's like apple bombing for brake discs.
Give it a rub and see. Oh, look at that. Do you think that bit's poking out the water? Oh, that's alright.
Look at that. It's like brand new.
Take the worst of it off and then we'll...
Considering on what they look like,
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
it's not too bad, is it?
Pretty rough finish from the pitting. I certainly wouldn't want to put new fresh pads on them.
No.
No, I don't think so. Then we're just going to wash all the acid out because I think it can actually help accelerate rust if you just like leave bits of it.
No, can it?
I think so.
No, that's not what we want.
I might be lies, but
Don't really want any more reason for rust.
yeah. And you probably don't want to be driving on just spewing acid out everywhere. Bath bomb or not. I'll do that.
Yeah, there you go.
In the clean bucket. Oh, it's not a clean bucket now.
That's far from clean on.
It's pretty crazy how it works, isn't it?
It really is.
When you saw the state they went in, and they're looking...
Not too bad now.
Yeah, not too bad. This is the fronts, to be fair. These weren't terrible. So they've come up pretty nice, to be fair. We could probably go a little bit further, getting a nicer finish. There's still a little bit of, still a bit dull. A bit of black oxide coming off. But the brake pads will take care of that. It's no worse than when you wash the car, really, is it?
Oh no. And they've only really got to get through the MOT, haven't they?
Exactly. We're not going to take these out on track. It's just to see if the car works.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is one of the rears, and these were very badly rusted, weren't they? They were awful.
Yeah.
Come up pretty well, I think.
There's no real pitting.
No.
Right, so we're done now. We are...
Checking the calipers.
Yes, sticking the calipers back on and seeing if the pistons are stuck in.
Yes. Right. Because these are handbrake calipers, we can't push the piston in. We have to wind it in. So we've got a winding tool for that. If you do try and push it in, you might end up breaking the caliper, as Rob's dad did. He tried winding it in with a G-clamp and then snapped the G-clamp. So we're going to do that now, and hopefully it'll work. We've got it all in position, and now we're going to wind it and see if the piston moves. Hopefully
Fingers
it does.
crossed. Yeah. It's moving. Oh, is it?
Too much?
No, it's fine. Just the seal was bunching up. Alright, yeah, try it. Just go slow. That is moving though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try stop.
No, keep going. Yeah, wind it in a bit to give us space to get the pads back in easily. I'll probably do because I haven't got new pads.
Success.
Yeah.
It works.
So we'll have to bung the pads back in, hope it actually grips up, but 1 out of 4, probably alright.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try the front.
Okay.
So we've checked both back and one of the front calipers now. They all seem to move, so this is the last one that could hold us up. You might notice there's a slight bruise on my nose. You know when I said about loosening bolts off and making sure there's nothing like in the way? Well, my hands were fine, but when I let go, I headbutted the other side of the car. It hurt. Luke laughed. So yeah, don't do that either. So I'm gonna get the slider off. This isn't a handbrake caliper, so all we've got to do is try and push the piston in.
Watch your face.
It really hurt.
It looks painful.
Best not dent the car, we've not really looked.
It's just a dent in you.
It's protected by layers of moss anyway. Just gonna use one of our clamps to try and squeeze it in. Stick the pad adapter in, just spread it out a bit. Make sure we're not pinching the brake line. Moment of truth. Oh, it's moving. Okay, that's 4 out of 4 moving. We'll reassemble the brakes and then we'll actually try the pedal, make sure that they clamp and release. Then have a quick look for rust.
So we put all the brakes back together, put the wheels back on, now we're going to see if they actually work.
Yep.
Hopefully they do.
And then if it works on the foot brake, we'll try the handbrake as well.
Yeah.
So let's see, do you want to spin or push?
I'll spin.
Yeah. Because so far we've not been able to touch the brakes because the rear pads are out. So this feels really wrong. Oh, it feels really stiff. Okay, I've got pressure now. So,
Yeah.
does that one spin?
Nope.
Now does it spin? Because we've got
Yeah.
Okay, 1 out of 4. That's not 1. 1. So, I guess on the brakes.
Yep, no, it's not moving.
And now does it move?
Jesus. Yeah, barely.
Well, maybe the diff as well. That might be right.
Yeah. Right, other side?
Yeah.
Right, you on?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're moving.
And
Yeah, moves.
sweet. Last one. That's 3 out of 4.
Yeah, not moving.
And move. Alright. Handbrake, do we dare?
Yeah.
Oh, that is stiff.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to snap.
Oh, it sounds horrible.
It doesn't ratchet.
I was just thinking that.
Alright, see if the back one moves.
I don't think it will. No. Nope.
Now though, is it going to come back off? Oh, it feels, that doesn't sound good.
For instance, it's 3 enough, isn't it?
Right, do you know what? That's okay.
That's a success.
So, engine possibly okay. Brakes, yeah, they work.
They work.
Versus us, you know,
Yeah.
like 1.5 tons going down a hill, maybe not. Right, we better check for rust.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Apparently these rust quite bad, and it's been sat. Is that better or worse? Because it's not had 9 years of like road salt, but it has been sat in exactly the same spot, just getting wet and not rinsed off.
Everything's crusty.
And I mean, well, the underside is sort of like this, but black. Oh, that is.
Sandpaper.
I thought that was going to like sweep off.
No, that's on.
Washing this is going to be so satisfying. Let's search for rust. Oh yeah, that doesn't look great.
Really?
That's alright.
Yeah?
Come out right to like by the lip, because it does look, I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
That ain't good. Okay, try the other side of the lip, like under the skirt.
Yeah.
And the other side, so outside of the car. Yeah. Okay, and towards me looks right.
Oh dear. No.
Have you gone through?
Yeah.
No. Oh, okay.
Bring up under this plastic bit.
How far does it go? Just a little hole?
Just a little one. No. Oh, I don't know. It goes there.
Go back is normally worse at the back. Right down by the wheel.
That's alright. That wasn't.
That didn't sound good.
No, that went in. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Okay, so we're gonna have to get the skirt off, aren't we? More.
It's big. It's big. Just under there. There's a big old hole, you can see it.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to get that skirt off.
Yeah. Otherwise, like,
There's one up here.
I mean, it looks like it's been under the sea, but
It's right there.
try like this bit. That's pretty crusty. That's good.
Yeah. What the? That's crushed under there.
Okay, maybe it's just starting in the seam. Up here, that's pretty crusty as well, but I think that's alright.
Yeah.
Is it solid?
Going through. It doesn't sound it though, does it?
Like an inch one.
Where would you like me to go here?
Yeah. That's alright, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh.
You found a bit. Now, is that a deliberate hole though? Is it round, or did you just make that?
I actually had to go through the...
I've got a matching hole here, though, behind that little thing.
Then,
I think that's alright.
yeah. Okay. Weird though, because it looks like it's covered up by that.
Yeah, it's got like undersill over it.
That's fine. Surface rust.
Okay, so I mean, there's plenty of bits that need a bit of treatment, but only one actual hole.
Bottom right corner.
We need to see how far it goes.
Yeah.
Let's get the skirt off.
Just play it and put the skirt back over it.
I mean, that's literally what's going to happen.
I don't know, it's pretty loose actually.
I think it's just clips on the bottom, but I reckon there's going to be sealant.
Yeah.
I'm going to drill this up. Essentially, we've had a go at removing the thing. What is it? Skirt. It's about whatever. Screw the back's completely rusted. Haven't got a drill handy, and my drummer's broken. So I think we're going to just pretend that rust's not there for a minute.
Yeah.
And we'll try and work out the radiator problem, because if we can get that running, we might even be able to drive it. Maybe. Okay, so we need to work out why the fans didn't come on. If they didn't, we didn't hear them, so we're fairly confident.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
I reckon the motors are probably seized because it's been sat for so long, in which case it'll blow the fuse.
I reckon it could be a sensor of some kind.
Or just even try and come on.
Just, yeah.
So we'll get to the fans, see if there's anything stopping them turning, see if we can turn them. And then there's like 3 relays for the fans, switches it between series and parallel for like fast and slow. So we'll test if there's 12 volts there, jump them, see what happens, and hopefully
Fingers crossed. They work.
it's an easy fix, and then we can start and drive and enjoy life.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, you're in.
I'm in.
Okay. See, we're disconnected. Fans can come on when the engine's off, so never stick your fingers in them, but we've got no battery on, so it seems pretty unlikely. Go on and give it a spin.
Imagine if they came on. Well, that one works.
Oh, and the other one?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's my theory out the window.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check the fuse anyway, it might just have gone. I heard someone on the forums found half a rat in one of theirs.
We did have nuts.
Yeah, well, so I was wondering if we'd have the same thing.
No.
And it like chopped the rat in half and then couldn't turn anymore, so we had a fuse.
No, just spiders.
Okay, well, we've lost the light because some bell end kicked it on the floor.
It was you.
Yeah, it was me. So hopefully you can still see us. This is, I think, yeah, fan fuse, second one in.
This one?
40 amp, no, one in.
No.
I think there's more wrong use for these. Circuit pliers.
Well, let's hope this fuse isn't broken. Hey,
Oh.
look at that.
That's got like a little access hatch. You can take the top off and see the thing. So let's check our fuse. Beeps if we make a circuit. Okay, so I'm totally wrong. Fuse is good, fans spin at least.
But they're not coming on. Maybe they did come on.
We just didn't
Maybe
hear
they
it.
don't.
But then they carry on when you turn it off normally if it's hot as hell, which it was.
But did we notice? I can't remember. That's the problem.
Well, let's try jumping the relay and see if they go.
Yeah, okie dokie.
If not, we can stick 12 volts straight to it. But this will be easier, I think. So let's see if we've got power here first. Nothing that side. 12 volts on that side. Okay, so we've got power to the relay.
Yep.
So in theory, if we jump that now,
The fan should come
the
on.
fan should come on slow because they're in series. We got some wire that's not really thick enough, so I've doubled it up. We only need to just touch it together and see if they turn. So nothing too awful should happen.
It's like operation.
It really is, except instead of going buzz, I get a massive electric shock probably.
Well, you would go buzz then, wouldn't you?
You gotta say some more colourful things than buzz.
I think you were just going, ugh.
I wanted to use my hands, but
Just try going
to be
over.
fair, it's only 12 volts.
Well, you've hit your face, broke the light. What's an electric shock to you at this point?
Exactly. I'm gonna try one more time with a bit of insulation. I'm pretty sure 12 volts is fine, but... Right, ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Well,
Nothing's happening.
no it is not. Now that's interesting. So I'm pretty sure I've bridged that. So on the bright side, that means the ECU is probably fine. Because even if it switches this relay, it's not turning the fans on.
Yeah. So what's next?
12 volts straight to the fan. So if I bridge this again.
Right, I've got 13.1 now.
Ah, so maybe that fan is dead.
Yeah?
But it's got to be both, which just feels really unlikely. But if we've got voltage to the motor and it's not turning, that's sort of the only option left, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It spins freely enough.
Maybe the actual fan's just dead.
Shine your light in there, just see if the connector's all right. That's not even corroded, is it?
No, it looks great.
No. Well, at least we know why it overheated. So as long as we didn't blow it up by letting it overheat a little bit, it's not an engine issue. They look super fun to change.
Yep. That looks like a lot's got to come out to do that.
So battery tray out, header tank maybe,
I was thinking that as well.
and then maybe it'll come up. All right, we'll work out how to do that.
Sounds like a...
So neither of us are right. I said there's fans.
You did, but that's a bit vague. Yeah, really.
I was specific but wrong.
Wow, I think no one got it. No one got it.
So where are we?
Brakes work.
Brakes do seem to work.
A little bit of rust.
Yeah,
Did start.
just started last time. We haven't tried since.
Fans don't work.
Yeah, actual fans are broken.
Yeah.
Look like a pain to switch. So I'm guessing next time then we're going to be replacing the fans,
Yeah.
trying to get that stupid skirt off. And then hopefully next time on the next episode of Broke Speed, we will actually be driving
We
it.
will drive it. We will drive it.
Only around the unit
Yeah.
because it's not registered. But that'll still be a huge thing. I think if it runs, we can start looking at getting it MOT'd and
Actually
Yeah.
start doing stuff.
getting it back out.
Yeah.
So again, mixed day.
Yeah.
Brakes better than expected. Rust pretty much what we expected.
I thought there might be more.
Yeah, and I mean there still might be.
No,
you know.
but yeah. We don't have to look for that.
Yeah, it's going to be a track car, and there's that really well placed spat as well. So as long as we can get in there and replace it easily, it doesn't have to be pretty.
No, just cover
It just has to be strong and then not rust again.
Yeah.
We can do that. Yeah, as long as it's not too excessive. Engine possibly still okay. ECU probably okay because the problem is the actual fans.
Yeah.
So yeah, just once again, mixed day.
We might have a drivable car.
Maybe.
Maybe.
As I say, it's Schrodinger's RX8.
Yeah.
It continues to get both better and worse the more we look at it. We haven't really opened the box yet to see if it's dead or not.
No.
But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
Hopefully drive it.
Hopefully.
Cross your fingers, folks.
Hopefully.
All 4 of you.
2 of them are us.
2 of them are us, yeah. And mum and dad.
Yeah.
Nah, thanks guys. See you next time.
Yeah. See you next time.